back as the tourism sector gets the green light to reopen at the end of the month. Many of us will be itching to have a holiday or a short break for ourselves.
And to inspire us with staycation inspiration, holiday doctor Joseph Supple joins us. Holiday doctor, good morning, Joseph. How are you?
Good morning, Joseph.
Good morning, Simon. Good morning, Aidan. How are you?
Very well, thanks. There's great excitement and trepidation in the country at the moment, but for the tourism industry, the imminent reopening on the 29th is very exciting. What can we expect, Joseph? And will everywhere reopen? We know things will be different, but will it be a widespread reopening of the tourism industry?
Yeah, I think it'll be done in stages. I know a lot of the hotels I've been talking to are all gearing up and have been over the last couple of weeks, seeing exactly what they will do on the 29th. Some are delaying the opening, and of course we have the situation where also the smaller hotels, it may not be viable for them to open. Yeah. They can open from the 29th in the Republic and the 3rd of July in Northern Ireland. And it's going to be a completely different environment to what we would normally have in hotels.
Yeah, I mean, the hospitality industry is going to be not unrecognisable, but it's going to be very different to how it was before lockdown. Even when we get to the locations that we're going to be talking about later on, when you get there, Joseph, it's going to be different in these places, isn't it?
It is, and I suppose, the whole thing is, Simon, over the last while, we've all sort of got used to all the sterilisation, don't touch this, don't touch that, everything. All these processes will be in place. There'll be one-way systems in the hotel. Yeah. Of course, the breakfast buffet will not be there anymore. It'll be table service. And of course, the residence bar at night time may not be there as well. And again, the general bars, it'll be all table service. But, it's good. I think now, the Irish Hotel Federation have been working really hard on this to ensure that things can get open safely for people, that they feel confident. And of course, the Irish public, I think, there's still a lot of nerves there about sort of travelling abroad and things like that as well. So it's going to be a good time. Hopefully, if the weather improves as well, it'll be nice for people to sort of do staycations and look at several opportunities for themselves to actually go away.
And that's what we want to focus on this morning. And you've a great list of destinations. But just quickly on the overseas travel, the advice still is for non-essential travel abroad. Is there any rumblings of that changing anytime soon?
No, everything is staying exactly as it is for the moment. So, and also, I suppose the huge thing is, Aidan, that with COVID-19, your travel insurance is void until they give clearance for it. So people are particularly concerned about going away for that. And I was talking to a contact last night down in Tenerife, finding out where they're at, and they're almost there to opening. It might be a bit easier in the islands, but people are still nervous. And that old thing of sort of going to the airport 2 hours before could suddenly turn into 4 hours, with all the security checks and everything you're going to need to do. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare, but things are opening up a bit, so I suppose it's just a matter of keeping an eye and seeing how things go in the inaugural flights, and then from there just
follow the situation. Yes, but you've got some great suggestions about staycations here in Ireland, and we're going to kick off by heading up north to the Aurora North Coast in Antrim. Tell us about that.
That's it, yeah. It's in Antrim. It's a beautiful place. It's a log cabin. Now, we're all sort of familiar with the normal traditional log cabins that you would normally sort of see. These are completely unique. They were brought in from Canada, 2 of them, so they really are the genuine thing. It's like the Rolls Royce of the log cabins. Your accommodation includes supersized beds, outdoor hot tubs, private verandas. It's absolutely beautiful. And of course, look at that beautiful scenery we have there as well. It's like, what it's like? It's like checking into an airport in the economy and getting upgraded to first class. That's exactly what it is.
Fantastic. It looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Okay, next let's go to Wicklow next, to the River Valley Caravan Park in Red Cross. How improved has the caravanning experience come on in the last 20 or 30 years?
Aidan, it has come on leaps and bounds. It's not the old days of the wheel falling off on the N11 on the way down to Wicklow with the family.
That's what I'm thinking of,
Look at this. This is just unbelievable. The tree houses they have there are absolutely stunning. accommodation. And one thing to note as well, with the tree houses, you bring all your own bedding, clothes, stuff like that, which is quite good. People might feel confident with that. But the facilities they have there, they have the most incredible facilities for kids. So you have all these different clubs and stuff. Obviously, to be all subject to COVID-19 conditions. But they also have an adult area as well. So if you don't fancy with all the kids and stuff, you also have the opportunity there. There's a private area for adults can go to where there's no noise and all that sort of thing as well. It's a really beautiful place down there. I mean, they have a huge range of, they also have log cabins there as well. And then, of course, they have the state-of-the-art sort of mobile homes. So completely different to what we would have all experienced 20 years ago.
Back in the day. Well, listen, let's keep heading south. And we head down then to Wexford, to Heritage Park in Wexford. Tell us about that place.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite places actually, because it's all sort of built around the ring forts, the Vikings. It's a full experience. When you look in the visuals there now, you actually get to stay in a ring fort, a Viking house, but also these different tours. There's loads of things happening there all the time, and it's on a 35-acre park and estate, which is just incredible. You get full use of that. So yourself and 5 friends, because we're allowed to have 6 people at the moment, can go down there, and it's very reasonable as well, you know. I mean, it's got 3 bedrooms, a bathroom, but you're literally staying in the traditional thing dating back to sort of, you know, what it would have been like 1,500 years ago.
Amazing.
Except you have it just is absolutely incredible. It's one of those family experiences, or as I said, heading off with friends as well, that you will never forget. And of course, they have a huge amount of staff there, and they're all themed up, and there's evening fires and barbecues and all that sort of thing.
What an incredible
it's just
setting.
Isn't it just so beautiful, magical?
It really is. You just wouldn't want to leave the fire lit. You've a stunning experience now in Wicklow Head in the lighthouse. It's possible to stay in the lighthouse.
You can stay in the lighthouse now. Okay, it's absolutely amazing. I've stayed there before. It really is one of those experiences that you will never in your lifetime. The views are out of this world. But I'm going to say maybe to Aidan or to Simon, if you want to go back up to the kitchen, you've forgotten that extra bottle of wine or prosecco. It's 109 steps up.
Good
so
luck.
make sure you keep the look at that, and the views are so incredible. But of course, you know, Wicklow is the Garden of Ireland. It is the place to go to. But look at those views that you have there. It is truly unique, and that's what we're looking at today in particular.
Amazing.
Because people are looking for something different. And another good thing to sort of mention is it's the Irish Landmark Trust who runs some of these places, and they're a non-profit organisation, so they go into restoring and keeping these places that have been around for hundreds of years.
And
so
they do an incredible job doing it. Listen, Joseph, we've run out of time. Thank you so much for those recommendations, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for joining us.
Great stuff. Thanks, Simon. Thanks, Aidan.